super excited because not only do 100 people subscribe and think that somehow my content is interesting, but I'm really excited to share my Mexican salsa recipe that I made from scratch. I had a couple of people message me from my last video asking how I make it, and you know what? I thought, I'm gonna do them a solid. Because inflation is so high and the economy is doing so, I decided, why don't I share a very useful tip and show you how to make some delicious, spicy, homemade salsa from scratch for all of you beautiful people. And because I'm celebrating my 100 subscribers, somehow all of you think that my channel is interesting, and I have a theory that maybe half of you subscribed because of my shipped and gig economy content, and maybe the other half subscribed because of my lifestyle vlogs and really doing whatever I want content. Maybe that's how you got here. I hope that the people who came through the shipped content will stay, but I don't know if that will be the story because I'm kind of done doing shipped content because life is short and you have to move on, and I think shipped is really weird right now. So that's all I'm gonna say. So welcome to my kitchen. It's a very standard apartment style dwelling kitchen. Not very fancy, but everything seems to work. So today, I'm going to show you how I make my extra spicy Mexican salsa with only 6 ingredients. The base of this salsa is tomatillos, serrano peppers, jalapenos, and the dry chiles de árbol, which are the red dried peppers, salt, and some water. And all you need is to have some boiling water and a flat griddle type thing, which in Spanish is called a comal. It's where you heat up tortillas and you also roast some of the peppers and do whatever your heart desires. Okay, so let's get into it. So these are the ingredients. So as I was saying, these are the dried chiles de árbol. It's about like a cup. I don't know. I don't measure anything, which is a Mexican person secret because no one ever measures anything really. And then I'm gonna do 2 jalapenos, 2 serranos, about, oh my gosh, how much is this? Like a big spoonful of salt. And then these are already cooked. They're tomatillos, the green husk tomatoes, and they came in a can because I couldn't find any of the non-cooked ones in the produce aisle. There's been a shortage of them, so I just grabbed some in a can, which you can do that and they're already cooked. So there's that. Here is my comal, and then I've already started boiling some water. I'm gonna lower that. So what I'm gonna do is stick these and these in there. And I'm gonna let them sit there and boil until the color changes from this vibrant green to like a deeper green. And also the texture will be different. And then eventually I'm gonna turn this on to roast these. And you can get all of these ingredients pretty cheap. The chiles de árbol I got at a Mexican grocery store. There's a couple of them here in Albuquerque. And, oh my gosh, I have to sneeze. That's another thing. When you're making this, make sure that all of the doors and windows that are around the kitchen living room area are open because the peppers are going to start releasing, I don't know what it is, but you will start getting it in your throat and your nose, and it's great for clearing sinuses, I will tell you that, but it's pretty bad for a little bit if you don't open up windows and air out the room. It's already affecting me. Sorry. So as I was saying, I got these chiles de árbol at a Mexican grocery store, and I got like a huge bag of them, probably for less than $2. I will let you in on a secret for those that don't know. When you go to a Mexican grocery store, or even the Mexican aisle at like your local grocery store, and you see all of these pre-packaged, they are going to be more expensive than if you got these by weight. I don't know why, but that's a little secret. So it saves you a couple of dollars. And then, as I was saying, I got the green husk tomatoes canned. I think it was probably the Goya brand. And yes, I still support Goya. And then I got a couple of serranos and jalapenos in the produce aisle, and that was really cheap as well. So all of this, I want to say, all of the ingredients in bulk probably were less than $5, and I'm gonna be making probably like 12 to 16 ounces out of this salsa, which is gonna last quite a bit depending on how much I use it, and I do use it a lot for a lot of my cooking, so it'll last a couple of weeks. And I want to say that 12 to 16 ounces of the salsa is equivalent to like something at the store that's $5 to $6, and I made it with bulk stuff less than $5, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm not good with maths. So yes, and it's very spicy. It's not as spicy for me because I'm so used to it, but it might be really spicy for you. And sometimes you can add less than these, because I feel like these suckers are the ones that give it more spice, especially when you're roasting them. If you really, really want more spice, then I suggest putting a lot more. It's gonna kick you in the butt, and in a good way. And you can also add more serranos, because serranos are spicier than the jalapenos, and you could even put in like a habanero, or if you're feeling extra sassy, you could even put in or experiment with other peppers like a ghost pepper, but I don't know why you would want to do that, because now it's just all spice and no flavor. So yes, and you can see them just simmering away. This is probably gonna take about 10 minutes for them to develop that texture and darker color. And then once this is heated up and those suckers go in there, you're gonna want to keep them on there for like less than a minute, because they roast pretty quick. And you're gonna put everything in a blender, and I'll show you that. Yes, I am wearing the same shirt that I wore in a video. I know, but I love this shirt. It's very comfy, and I don't care. Do you know how hard it is to find something that fits well and looks, I think it looks good, is very comfortable and stylish? No, it's not. It's not very easy. Disclaimer, this salsa is not for dipping. I repeat, Do not use this salsa for dipping willy-nilly, okay? This is not a dipping restaurant style chunky salsa. It is not. This salsa is for adding flavor to food, putting it on your tacos, or cooking it in and simmering it with pork or chicken or beef, really whatever you want, but it is not for dipping. I repeat, it is not for dipping. I want to take this time to hopefully one day be sponsored by, who actually makes this? I guess it's Salsa Valentina, maybe? I don't know who actually makes this. But I would love to be sponsored by Valentina Hot Sauce, the black label, or the other one is fine too. As you can see, in this household, we do not play around. This was almost out, so we got another one. Because that's what we do here. We use it up a lot. Chips, tacos, quesadilla, really anything. Potatoes, eggs, Valentina. You can find it pretty much in every single grocery store in the Mexican, well, I guess they call it Hispanic or Latin aisle. It is very cheap. That's all. Thank you. I don't know if you can see this, but the colors are already changing. They're getting a little bit darker. It needs more time. Okay, friends. We've done it! These suckers are ready. So, I hope you can see the color changed. Right? It's darker. So what I'm gonna do is cut the ends off and put them in a blender. Then I'm gonna grab these, put them all in there. Let's drop that. This is what you have so far. And then these, we are ready to put these on here. And you only want them on here for less than a minute because you can already see that they are getting roasted. So that's enough. Woo! Stick them in the blender. I'm gonna start sneezing and coughing. You're gonna grab the salt, put it all in there. Like I said, this is great for your sinuses to get cleared up. It'll go away. The last part is adding water halfway to how much space it's taking up, so you just want it halfway. So so you can see it. I have to sneeze. Woo! Okay. So we are ready to blend it, and this is also really important. You want to blend this for about 10 seconds. Otherwise, it's gonna get too soupy. So you can see it made quite a lot. I'm gonna put it in this jar. I am so good. I'm really good. See, I told you Mexicans do not measure, and somehow it always ends up being just the right amount. So I'm gonna let this cool probably for 30 minutes or something before I seal it up. But at this time, feel free to dip one little chip just to test it out. Otherwise, that's all you need to do. Or you could lick a spoon or something. But this is done. That's it, we're done. I definitely feel my sinuses being cleared up. So, extra points for doing what Claritin does not do for my allergies. You're welcome. So that's about it, you guys. Again. So that's it. I hope that you enjoy it and it becomes a family favorite and a staple in your household like it has become for me. And I don't think you'll ever go back to store-bought salsa unless you're feeling kind of lazy, which happens to all of us. Or if you can't find all the ingredients, yeah, I understand. But that's it. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I still can't believe that people actually like watching my content. I don't know. But if you're here for Ship too, I understand. And I understand if you end up leaving because I am done with Shipped for the most part. Let me know how it turns out and if you end up adding it to recipes and you want to share them. Also, follow me on Instagram at thenoracazares. It's a new account. I took a break for about 6 months from all of my social media and I decided to just create a new one, but this one is just dedicated to fashion and lifestyle and really nothing else. So if you're into that, follow me. If not, I get it. No worries. Alright, well, stay safe out there.